Hello, it's Mary Speak Your Truth. I got this little pimple on my lip. It's bothering me. But anyway, I came to talk to y'all today. It's a beautiful day. I was like, the sun was shining through the blinds. I got up, drank coffee, and it's a beautiful day. It's like, I could feel the energy today. It's like so much goodness. I feel the difference. I feel things are soon going to change, y'all. They're soon going to change. But anyway, this pimple is really bothering me. But anyway, I want to talk to y'all about love. Love. And I pulled from my deck of cards this morning. Love. That's the card I pulled. And it says love. Let me show you the card. This is the card. See how she is so amiss there. She is like, She's feeling all the love, the good vibrations of love. Eagles. Nothing like eagles, right? Eagles soar. And her heart, it's a heart chakra. This is orange. Yeah, it is the heart. Wait a minute. Yeah, I think so. Anyway, this is the heart. Looks like the heart. The orange might be solar plexus, but anyway, it's her heart right here. It's like her heart is filled with so much. Anyway, and it's like, you can't see the card from my phone, so I'm just telling you. It's like music notes in her heart. It's a notes, like the notes on them, like if you read music. This is beautiful. And she's just mesmerized, she's indulged, and she is feeling all the love. Okay. Anyway, love. Love is the foundation of your existence, and you're just as worthy of receiving as you are of giving love and compassion. Sorry, I just got some text. While love can be a beautiful emotion, it is equally a form of energy that propels you through life. Wow. I wrote several books, but I'm gonna tell y'all what I wrote in this book. On my last book, I Am Free. It's my last book. And goes with my shirt. Oh, look at that. Got my shirt. It's my book. It's about love. It's about self-evolving. It talks about healing. And I read this book like a couple of times, and I got so many good compliments from this book of how powerful it is. But it is powerful. Get you a copy on Etsy or hit me up and all that. But I think it's life changing. Not because I wrote it, just because I wrote it from my heart. I actually wrote this from love. So after I healed, and there was a lot of self-love put back into this book. But anyway, in my self-love chapter, I talk about love is a choice. And I say yes, that goes for loving yourself and anyone else. And I know it sounds contrary to basically what we've been taught, that love is a feeling. You're supposed to feel flirted in you. You're supposed to feel like this person's supposed to make you feel like, oh, you're on top of the world. That's called infatuation. And remember, when you meet people and when you got all these things going on, your dopamine and all these things that go on in your mind and make you feel differently, but they will wear off. Okay? So, and don't get so caught up in the feeling of it, and you're feeling like this and you're feeling like that and you're feeling like this. It's a choice. Love is a choice. You make a choice to love somebody unconditionally. You understand what I'm saying? And yeah, it's a feeling. You feel differently about the person you love than the person you don't love, of course, no doubt. I want to clarify that. Yeah, you feel differently about the person you're in love with, your wife, your husband, your future partner, even your children or whoever, than you feel about a person you don't even know. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, totally. That's the difference in the feeling of it, because you feel differently. At the same time, it's still a choice, because you could choose to love or not to love. You understand what I'm saying? And with that being said, it's been overlooked, because of what we've been taught, or or whatever our past is or consists of about how we were raised and whatever, what we saw even in our households coming up. If you were around, maybe your mom, your dad, me and my grandparents were together, they raised me. So I got to see a marriage that stood the test of times, good, bad, ugly, and what love really is, unconditional love. Because before my grandfather passed, they were married like 40 some years, and my grandma lived on way past that, you know what I'm saying? So I got to see that. I lived that. So I got to see that, okay, marriage is not, I got to see what marriage is in all forms. So it made me look differently at marriage. And some people have never seen it. They maybe seen more divorce, more turmoil, more, people that argue, fuss, that didn't get along, more fighting, more disagreement, more separation. So it takes a toll on them to maybe they don't want to be married, or they don't feel good about relationships or love or whatever. And they, that's just this and that's just that. So it has a lot to do sometimes with where your upbringing. And then with even that, as you grow, as you heal from whatever, and as you learn about loving yourself first, number one priority, and Jehovah, your spirit guides, it has all that ties into love, you know what I'm saying? Because that's like one of the first commandments, is to love thy neighbor as you love yourself. And it's to love. Jesus, Yeshua died for us. That was about love. You understand what I'm saying? All that he did for us is about love. Chastising us, that's about love, to make us better. It's all about love, guys. And I'm going to tell you something about when you are going into a connection. I'm skipping, I'm going too far. Going into relationships, a partnership, a life partner, a marriage, or somebody you want to be on that setting of love. Even business, And I'll talk to y'all about connection, or in a relationship, it's about connection. And I'm going to tell y'all why a lot of marriages don't survive, and they only have a 3-5 year lifespan of even relationships. On top, when you meet this person, there was no connection, and spiritually, emotionally, physically, you know what I'm saying, mentally. There has to be a connect. There has to be the elements that line up, y'all. There has to be a connection. It can't just be about, they fine, they cute, or they got this, they drive this, they live. And I say that often to you guys because people are so much caught up in that, and they miss the fact that, and you ask them, you be like, what happened? And they can't, and they say, I knew it, wasn't a good fit for me. And you know why? Because there was no connection. When you have a connection, you feel it, and it's something that you can't control because it's an automatic connection, and it's you guys connect. And when you connect, that is there, and that's those relationships, or those relationships or what have you, or those connections that cannot be torn apart. You know what I'm saying? Because you connect. And you feel it, and both of you feel it. You understand what I'm saying? So there has to be a connection. And then you look at, like I'm saying, you look at people that say, we was together 3 years, we was together 5 years, we was together you did not have a connection. And that, I know divorce they say it's about adultery, money, a lot of other things, you know what I'm saying? But one element of relationships is connection. If you have connection, you're honest, transparent. When you have connection with somebody, thank you, Spirit, you're going to be honest. That's like your best friend. You can talk to them about anything. You can tell them what you need to tell them. It won't be a disconnect in the areas of what you need to give each other. You could open up to that person. You could be vulnerable to that person. You know what I'm saying? You will trust that person because you have all those connections that line up the way they should. You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, you won't be afraid to express yourself to them. And when you need to tell them something, look, I don't like that. We got to change this. This got to get better. You're not afraid to say, hey, this is that. We have to make this better. We have to make these changes. We have to do this to grow. We have to do this to be better people. And stop looking for people to make you happy. And I hear that, well, I'm not happy. You wasn't happy when you went into that relationship. Let me tell you this. People are not designed to make you happy in any type of relationship or any form of your life. You're responsible for that yourself. The only thing that is supposed to happen when you line up with who you're connected to is you guys level up together. You add value. It's like steps. You're happy, they're happy. You help, you line up, you grow, you grow, you grow together. It's a team, it's a yin, and I say this often, it's yin. You grow. It's steps, it's steps, it's steps. It should not stop. It should not go down. It should do the grow, the grow, the grow. It may take time. Take the steps. Do what you got to do. But it should not be where things stop and become stagnated. That's not your connection. You will know your connection. Because you're going to feel your connection. The person that you divinely connect with, you will know. You will feel it. Understand what I'm saying? You will know. Without a shadow of a doubt, you will know. And the one thing about that person, they're going to separate from anybody else that you dated. If you dated multiple people, or if you dated, or whatever your situation is, they're going to be able to be, you might, because people date several people till they meet that person. That's just evident. That's how it is. It's the truth of the matter. But that person will stand out. You'll be like, oh, y'all can lead the clique. Y'all can go, because right now this is my focus. This is my person. This is where I'm supposed to be. I know that this is my connection. Because if you got 3-4 people you dating and you don't connect with one of them, it's a problem. You just out there wasting your time, because neither one of them are your connection, because you would know, and you wouldn't be dating 3-4 people unless it's just something you want to do. You understand what I'm saying? And you ain't worried about connecting with nobody, okay? But if you're really serious trying to have something with somebody that's solid, foundation. Thank you, Spirit. You got to have foundation. That's a part of your connection. It's foundation. You don't want to be in a relationship for 3, 4, 5 years and you end, and then you in another relationship for 3, 4, 5. That's most of our saga. That's our story. We could all write about that. We could all write about, I was with this person a year, I was with this person 2 years, 3 years. You know what I'm saying? If it's not moving the way it's supposed to move, you don't see the growth in it, and you are still at the same place you were when you met, that is a problem. You need to get out of that. You need to fix it. You need to find your place. You need to ask questions. You need to do something different, because obviously there is no growth, and you will be in that same place in 10 years. You'll be sitting there looking at the same story, reading the same book, in the same place, the same position, doing the same thing, and it will be 10 years later, and you'll be sitting there and there is no growth. And I tell y'all, and I know I say this often, people do 2 things. They take you up or down, and there is no in between. Up or down. Up or down. That's all people do for you, okay? And that's in any type of relationship that you find yourself. So you should level up together. You should be doing this. It should be support, massive support. Do not be with nobody that don't support you. I don't care if it's the craziest thing they ever heard. If they are negative all the time, they don't have nothing good to say, they can't lift you up, they don't have nothing positive, they don't have nothing spiritual to give you, all that, you need to cut the cord. You don't need it, because that is already a downfall for you. You already going down. It should be levels. There's levels to this shit, okay? Level up, level up, level up, grow, grow, grow. I don't care if you got to take Mickey Mouse steps, a little step here, a little step here, but you should be going there, not there, okay? Remember, you ain't designed to make them happy. So if they're talking about, you don't make me happy, bruh, you should have been happy when you got on the plane. Understand what I'm saying? It's about to take off. We got a 2-hour flight. We gonna land. If you ain't happy by the time we get to this destination, your ass just ain't happy. It's something wrong with you. And I ain't come, vice versa, men, women, whoever you are, you ain't come to fix nobody. It ain't your job to fix nobody. You can't fix nobody. You can't make them what they supposed to be. They gotta come ready. They gotta come what they're supposed to be. Understand what I'm saying? And all you do is add to what is. They add to you what is, and you guys level up on that playing field together. That's it. Foundation. If it's a foundation, it's solid, it's stable. Nobody can't shake a stable foundation. I don't care who came from the outside, east, west, north, south, wherever they want to come from. They can't shake your foundation when it's stable. Understand? And when it's connected. The divine is in the midst of it, and it's connected. Nobody can shake your foundation. All right, so we got a lot of time to think these days. We got a lot of time to get a new perspective. We got a lot of time to figure out where we want to be versus where we are. This is a time, a pivotal time. This is a time for everything. I don't know if y'all see what I see. I feel the shift. I see the shifts. My spirit is giving me the shift. I am an empath, so yeah, I pick up on energies. I feel this, I feel that. I feel a lot of things that other people may not understand or feel. And I can't be, I can only be transparent, and I can only give you what I feel and what spirit gives me to give you. But I can sense some things, and I will get a little bit deeper as time goes, because I know spirit has already given me a mandate to go deep, and I'm going deep, and I'm coming full force with spirit give me. You know what I'm saying? But as of now, just know that it's a pivotal time in your life, wherever you find yourself, whatever relationship you find yourself in. Some things are going to grow for you. Some things actually are going to stop for you. And I just came to be real with you. Some things you got to get out of, and some things are for you, and you got to grow. Some things you got to plant more seeds, and you got to water, and you got to grow. Some things you just got to pull up the flowers, throw away the dirt. You just got to get out of it. You understand? You got to walk away, because there's something better for you. Once you walk away, you'll understand what I'm saying. I'm just channeling some of the things now as I talk to you. But some things you just got to actually step outside of and walk away from. Okay? So I'm going to leave y'all with that, because I feel a certain amount of heaviness right now. So push through, all right? And love. And whatever you love, make sure you connect to it on a divine level and a high frequency and a high vibration. You can't connect to what's lower than you. All right? I'm going to tell y'all that if the vibrations are not there and it's a low frequency, you failing yourself. You're going to be so disappointed, and you're going to be hurt, and you can't blame nobody but you. Okay? So I just came to tell you that. I'm going to leave y'all with that. Much love, peace, happiness, and just be blessed. Okay? And just think about what you want for yourself. What's best for you? Now I'm going to leave you with that. What's best for you? All right? Speak your truth. I'm out until next time.